Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little video of kind of how my makeup morning routine goes, just to kind of tell you a little bit more about some of the other products, which are really, really awesome. So what I do in the morning is I use the 3-in-1 cleanser to wash my face, and it's really awesome stuff. Like I use it at night and in the morning, and I guess you don't have to, but I love the way it feels. And a little bit actually goes a long ways. So I use it instead of my other face wash, and it doesn't have any microbeads, which is awesome because they're insanely bad for the environment. If you need to do research, just beware because it's like really disgusting. They like don't break down. They're horrible. But anyways, so I use the 3-in-1 cleanser and just wash my face, and then afterwards I use the daytime moisturizer, which is, I have the normal to dry one, so that's what I use. One pump of it is all that I need, and I just put it on my face and rub it in. Now I have sometimes, if I felt like super dry, because it is winter time, I have used more than one pump. Like I did 3 applications one time because I was feeling like so dry. And it was awesome. It all went into my skin, and when I put on my makeup, it didn't feel heavy, which I could never do moisturizer. I haven't ever found one that I could do before that I actually liked, because it would my skin would get too oily and I would break out. And I'm done with breaking out. I did it way too much when I was in my teens. So it's really awesome because I can put it on under my foundation and not have an issue. Then I use my foundation. I have ordered a pearlizer. It's my light. I ordered a pearlizer that I want to use that's supposed to kind of make you like all glowy, but I haven't got it in yet, so I will use it when I get it in, and I'll let you guys know how it is. But I just use I have the advanced anti-aging one. I have the cream beige is the color that I use, and I just do one pump on my brush, and one pump is all I need, like that much. And my beautiful little, I have no idea how to do makeup. This is just, I saw some YouTube videos and they did this, so I thought, oh, okay, I'm cool if I do this. But it does help. Like I used to use my hands, but I feel like I actually get more out of it if I use the brush. And I mean, sometimes I don't even need a full pump. Like it'll go a long way. But if I want to do more coverage, it's all buildable. So like I can do more if I want. Like if I need like a thicker face or I don't know, something. Feel like I need more coverage, or I'm going for a different look or something like that. I mentioned in my last video that you can still see it a little bit, but I should have showed you before I put my foundation on, but it's like still red and blotchy and dry. From that one time I used the mascara. It's been like this for like 2 months now. So I ordered some climate control, which is supposed to really help with like people with like rosacea and eczema and dry skin and sunburns. I mean, it's really cool stuff. So I ordered some in, and I'm going to try it out to see if it like helps, I don't know, solve that problem. So did that. I think it's got good coverage. it feels super light. So then I've started trying, and I am still perfecting it or working on it. Still not very good at it, but I've tried contouring. So I just have like a little bit darker shade, and this stuff goes like a really long way. So, ooh, we'll see how that works. So you're supposed to like, from the videos that I've seen, you're supposed to like do like this, and then you blend down, and then it thins your nose, and I don't know, it's supposed to help me look thinner. I'm up for trying any of that. So, the color that one is it's the Advanced Anti-Aging 2, and it's the Golden Tan is the one that I used. So then I just kind of do what I want here. I guess you're supposed to do it like under where you do your blush, and then here where it, I don't know, makes you look thin. I don't know, making the side of your face looks like it has shadows so it's not as fatted as it is. Well, that's cool with me if it does that. I'll take it where I can get it. And then I did a little bit on my nose. I should do a picture sometime so like I can see if I'm just like making this up and taking more time when I really doesn't do anything. But sometimes I feel like when I take pictures, it does do a little bit different. So I guess you're supposed to do it. And then you do like the blush here. So this is the first time I'm going to try this. I just got blushes in, and this one is Pouty Pink. So I guess I'm just going to do it like same way I do my foundation. I'm just going to use a really little bit. Hopefully that's not too much. But and it's super light, but it just gives, which usually I do like a brighter one, which I probably shouldn't do, but it just kind of gives like that little flush. This is one of the more popular colors, so that's why I tried this one. Oh, I like it. You can see a little bit of pink. And I saw a video today that's like you're supposed to start at like the outside of your eye and move back. So that's what I did. Now, the other thing that I'll do sometimes is do a little bit of like a highlighter. I don't know if I have the color. Oh, I do. Okay, so I use Sandstone Pearl. I just do a little bit under my eye. And I saw someone do that one. I'll try that one. I'm just making things up. So this is a whole new area. So because it's like got this, you know, lasting powder and it stays all day, and it stays all day, you let it kind of like sit a little bit, not too long because otherwise like I'll have dots on my face all day, but just kind of like so it's not as wet. And then I put it under my eye and in the corner of my eye so I don't look as tired as I actually am. And then I do it on my nose just because I did that contouring on my nose on the side, so then I lighten up a little bit. Okay. And then I put it right in between here. So that way when I do my lips, they kind of look even a little bit bigger. So yeah, so that's what I did for my foundation. And then now I move to my eyes. I got this new one in, so I'm going to try it out. It's the Sandstone Pearl, but it's the shimmer one. So usually I put it up here, and now I just will have a little extra shimmer. So I saw some videos that say like, oh, you know, you're really only supposed to do like one eye at a time. All right, I don't have time for that. We're just going to do all this and just kind of work it in. And it's just going to have to do its thing. So one thing I noticed as I'm like doing my makeup every day is changing to these products. You don't need like hardly anything for it to go a long way. So I was using way, way, way too much. like eyeshadow, I was doing like swipes and like big dots, and I was having so much left on my brush, and it was taking forever to like finish like kind of blending in because I was using way too much. I had too much on there. So I have learned the error of my ways, and I need to be really careful. So like Mocha Java, I did the shimmer on the eyes, but I'm going to do like a flatter look on the lid because I feel like it today. And that's what I grabbed, really, honestly. So I'm going to take the like, I don't know, the flat part of the like little doe foot and just do one little thing. And before I was doing like swipes and like 3 dots, it was just way too much. I don't know what I was doing. But I can't believe how far that little dot goes. And I had like wiped off the brush, so it's like, it's really going a long ways. And honestly, like what's in my brush, I probably could have done both eyes with like the 1 dot. So it's still a little bit of a learning curve, but really that part, that makes it like way more awesome because like this thing's gigantic, and if I'm like barely using anything, this is gonna last me forever. Which is way more than like I buy like the naked like palettes that have like the same colors, which is why I got all these colors, because I kind of go with like the golds and the browns. So I like this naked palette that I got at Sephora, and like my colors are like just like the 2 or 3 colors that I use are like big holes in them. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine like having that last as long as like these do. So I did my Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and then I did the Mocha Java. Now I just got this one, and this is another adventure I'm taking you on. We'll see how this one goes. This one is Garnet, and apparently it's like one of the most popular colors. So it's very dark. It's very, very popular for like smoky eyes, and I've seen a lot of people use it as contouring too, but I think I'll have to wait till I got my self tanner coconut oil in. So until I get a little bit more color on my face, I think this might be too dark for my contouring, till I need a darker shade of foundation. So I'm just gonna, like a teeny, itty bitty. Ooh, hopefully that's not too much. So just in the corner, I'm going to do a little bit of a, I don't know, kind of like a, not really a smoky eye, but maybe a little bit of that look. Just kind of darker and faded in. Because I typically do like darker eyes, even during the daytime. I don't follow any sort of rule about, oh, well, at nighttime I do the dark eyes. Nah, I just kind of, I know how to do one thing, so I just kind of stick with it. And then I always kind of extend it out a little. Who knows if that looks good, but I'm going to make it work for me. So I did that, and I do it with like, I guess I'll show you the brush. It's like this teeny little brush. It's good for blending. I really like it. And then I guess since it's all done, here's my eyes. I'll just kind of take a bigger brush, just kind of make anything that's loose, just kind of get all blended in there together. Then I have the eyeliner, but for me, like, I don't like a really thin line. It'd probably be good to use like if you're scared of eyes, don't look. But like on the inside, it'd probably be really good to use. But I really like using the SeneGence as my liner because like I kind of like that like a little bit thicker look and just a little bit, I don't know, I guess they call it like feathered or something. It's just a little, not as clean of a stripe. So I like to just use the Onyx SeneGence as my liner. And I just take my little flat brush, which is probably not even the one I'm supposed to use. But Does anyone else do this when they put on their eyes or they like open their mouth? So I just kind of run it along my lashes. And all I did, I don't know if I was on camera when I did it, but all I did was I open it like this and then just brush like that along the tip. And that's all I need. Now, one time I did mix like the mocha, like, and a teeny, super teeny bit of the black just to kind of get that super dark on my eyelid. And that was pretty cool. But then I just run it under my lashes. And it's just a little bit, just so it's not too dark. So like, that's it. That's all I do. I mean, I don't do mascara anymore because because of this, like I'm afraid to use any. So I haven't got any of the SeneGence one yet. I will get it and try it, but I really want to get the lash extend to make my lashes longer, and then maybe I'll never need mascara again. So that would be kind of cool. So now it's time for the lips. I have my witch hazel, and so I just pump it onto the little pad just to clean my lips again. Just from any excess foundation. This is really important because this, like, you don't have to get witch hazel. I mean, it's just easy. It's cheap. You get it like CVS or Rite Aid for super cheap. But like, I don't know, can you see that? It's like my foundation's on my lips. So that means that my lip sense wouldn't stay as much as it needed. And then you really got to make sure to get the inside of your lips and make them super, super dry, because a lot of people get wears on their lip line first. Now, if you have it super, super dry, I'm talking like take a towel, scrub it. Otherwise, that's the first spot you're going to see it wear. And then if you notice a color starts to wear, I do have Icicle, which you can use as a base color. So some people have issues with darker colors wearing on their lip, on their waterline more. You can use Icicle, which is just a clear one, and you can use it as your base, and then it will help just adhere to your lips, and it should help with that waterline. But I make sure I have the freaky open mouth and just dry it, and then I do my lip sense. So obviously can't talk during this part. Oh my God, my video is like forever long. Let's see. What do I want to wear today? I have two choices and they're like polar opposites. I wanted maybe to go with the blue red just to kind of brighten my day and feel a little more awake. And then I have Bravo, which I just got in and I want to try so bad, but I don't know. I'm feeling like pretty tired today. And sometimes I feel like when I look in the mirror and I have like a bright color, I'm like, yeah, I feel more awake even though I don't, or I look more awake even though I don't feel it. I think I'll do blue red because that's kind of the way I'm feeling today. And I always get a lot of compliments, which is kind of cool. So not going to talk. Mhm. Pretty good. Uh, Make sure it's super dry. Ah! Okay, and then when you gloss, make sure you really get that water line. And the corners. Okay, so because the gloss seals in that color, that's where you really want to make sure you get it, is on that water line. Sometimes I feel like I'm like eating the stick, but it's the only time it happens, and it's the only time I'll get the color on my teeth. So that's it. I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Just excess gloss. So after I do it is usually when I would go in, like after I gloss, and then I would just kind of go check. Okay, no color on my teeth, and it won't happen again. And always so cool. Yeah, so after I gloss is usually when I'll go around and check my line. I don't like to do it when it, like before I gloss, just because I want to see like the finished product and see if I can kind of get away with it or if it's going to be a little too much. So then if it's on that line, then I will wipe the gloss off and then use just the tip of that doe foot to make my line to fix the outer side. Now, if I have a bad application and it's starting to wear on the inside, I have completely dried my lips, and because the lip color stays on, I just kind of scrub on that like water line, and wherever it's loose, that's where it's like coming off. It'll come off, and then I just reapply on the water line. So if it happens, you can touch it up during the day. I have only had one like super bad application of this where it was like, I don't know, I was in a rush or I didn't dry or something, but it all started to wear like within like an hour of me putting it on. So I know it was just a horrible application. So I just dried really hard. I not the best. I like used my sweater. I just dried really good on the inside of my lip, and then I just took the blue red, and because I was scrubbing, it was stinging, but I did it like the 3 swipes, made sure it was on really good. And you don't want to do more than that because then it's like making it thicker. So then it's got more to kind of like scrub off. Like I've noticed with the heavier matte colors, if I do too much, then I can kind of just rub my lip off and it'll just kind of like it'll like bead up. It'll stay for still a long time, but it's easier to come off if it's too much on there. But then, yeah, then I just reapply and then I gloss and I make sure like no talking, like keep your lips like super awkward and out. Sometimes if I'm getting like impatient, I'll even just kind of keep it pulled just so it doesn't touch anything. And then I gloss and then it's good for the rest of the day. So if you have issues with your waterline, try just fixing it after you apply and then focusing just on that area. But that's it. And I'm glad I went blue red today. I feel good. I feel like I'm looking good. Maybe we'll do some with my hair. And I've been doing this video for way too long. But if you stuck with me, then good job. If you have any questions on any of the products, just let me know. And yeah, I'm so done, but I'm ready for the day.